Is your temperature gauge in the red? Steam from under the hood? Don't ignore it. Overheating can destroy your engine fast. That little needle is your car's cry for help. If you don't act, you could face a blown head gasket or a seized engine. The good news, most causes are easy to diagnose and fix yourself. Welcome back to Fixpro Garage. I'm Madison. Today I'll show you the 5 most common causes of engine overheating and how to fix them before they become expensive repairs. Grab your tools, let's get started. First up, the most common culprit when it comes to engine overheating is low coolant. It's a simple issue, but it can cause major problems if ignored. Coolant, also known as antifreeze, absorbs engine heat and releases it through the radiator, keeping your engine at a safe temperature. If the coolant level is low, your engine can't cool itself properly, and temperatures can rise quickly. What are the symptoms? You might notice the temperature gauge climbing into the red, or your heater suddenly blowing cold air instead of warm. Never open the radiator or reservoir cap when the engine is hot. Wait until everything is cooled down to avoid burns or injury. Check the coolant reservoir. If the fluid is below the min line, you found a problem that needs attention. Don't just top it off and forget about it. Find out why the coolant is low in the first place. Look for leaks under the car, around hoses, the radiator, and even the water pump. Leaks are a common cause of low coolant. Always use the correct coolant type for your car. Check your owner's manual for the recommended specification and color. Mix coolant 50-50 with distilled water, not tap water, to prevent mineral buildup and corrosion inside your cooling system. After topping off, run the engine with the heater on high for several minutes. This helps circulate coolant and removes trapped air pockets. Watch the level. It may drop as air escapes. Add more coolant if needed to keep it at the proper level. Take a short test drive and keep an eye on the temperature gauge to make sure the engine stays in the normal range. If the coolant level drops again soon after, you likely have a leak that needs to be fixed before it causes more damage. For now, keeping coolant at the right level is your first and most important step to preventing engine overheating. Monitor it closely over the next few days, checking the reservoir each time before you drive. If you keep losing coolant, it's time for a deeper inspection. There could be a hidden leak or another issue. We'll cover leak detection tools and advanced troubleshooting in another video. But for now, always start with the basics. Check your coolant level regularly and don't ignore the warning signs. If your coolant level is fine but your car overheats in traffic, your radiator fan might be the problem. This fan is crucial for cooling your engine when you're not moving. The fan pulls air through the radiator at low speeds. Without it, heat builds up quickly, especially in stop-and-go traffic. If the fan isn't working, you'll see the temperature gauge rise or even steam from under the hood. To check, let your car idle and watch the temperature gauge. The fan should turn on as the engine heats up. You'll usually hear or see it spinning once the engine is warm. Turning on the AC should also trigger the fan in most cars. If the fan doesn't spin, check the fuse and relay first. They're common failure points and easy to replace. If you have power but the fan won't spin, the motor is likely bad. Replace the fan assembly. It's usually a simple DIY job. Fixing the fan solves most overheating issues in traffic. Don't ignore it. Your engine depends on a working fan. Next up, a stuck thermostat. If your car overheats suddenly after a few minutes of driving, the thermostat might be stuck closed. The thermostat controls coolant flow to the radiator. If it's stuck, hot coolant can't escape the engine. Quick test. After the engine warms up, carefully feel the upper and lower radiator hoses. If the upper hose is hot but the lower is cool, the thermostat is likely stuck closed. Replacing it is straightforward. Drain some coolant, remove the housing, swap the thermostat and install a new gasket. Clean the surfaces before reassembly for a good seal. Don't over-tighten the bolts, just snug. Refill coolant, run the engine, and burp the system to remove air. A new thermostat is cheap but vital for engine health. If you're overheating fast, check the thermostat first. It's a small part with a big impact. Don't let a $20 part ruin your engine. Replace it if you suspect it's stuck. Stay cool with a working thermostat. Still overheating? Your radiator might be clogged or dirty. Internal clogs come from old, dirty coolant. Look for brown, sludgy fluid in the reservoir. A radiator flush with chemical cleaner can clear internal blockages. Drain, flush with water until clear, then refill with fresh coolant and distilled water. External blockages. Check the radiator's front for bugs, leaves, or dirt. Clean gently with a hose and soft brush. Never use high pressure. Spray from the engine side out to push debris away. Straighten bent fins with a fin comb if needed. A clean radiator ensures proper airflow and cooling. Don't overlook the AC condenser in front, it can block airflow too. Regular cleaning prevents overheating, especially at highway speeds. If your coolant is clean and the radiator is clear, you're in good shape. Overheating at speed often means a clogged radiator. Keep it clean for reliable cooling. Simple maintenance, big results. Last, a failing water pump can cause rapid overheating, sometimes within just a few minutes of driving. This is one of the most critical cooling system failures you can experience. The water pump circulates coolant throughout the engine. If it fails, coolant stops moving and the engine overheats fast. Without proper circulation, heat builds up quickly, putting your engine at serious risk. Look for leaks at the front center of the engine or a noisy, wobbly pulley. These are classic signs that your water pump is on its way out. A bad bearing or seal causes leaks and noise. You might notice a high-pitched squeal or grinding sound coming from the pump area. If the impeller inside breaks, the pump may look fine from the outside but won't move coolant at all. Internal damage is often hidden, so don't rely on looks alone. Test with a cool engine and radiator cap off. Rev the engine and watch for coolant movement. This simple check can reveal a failed pump. If coolant doesn't move, the pump may have failed. No flow means your engine is in danger of overheating. Replacing a water pump is a bigger job, especially if it's timing belt driven. It often requires significant disassembly and careful attention to detail. For serpentine belt pumps, drain coolant, remove the belt, unbolt the pump, and install a new one with a fresh gasket. Always double-check for leaks after installation. For timing, belt-driven pumps, replace the belt, tensioner, and pulleys at the same time. This prevents future breakdowns and saves labor in the long run. Don't cut corners. Failure here can destroy your engine. Overheating can warp heads, blow gaskets, and ruin internal parts beyond repair. If you see leaks or hear grinding, replace the pump immediately. Delaying repairs can turn a simple fix into a major engine rebuild. A healthy water pump is essential for cooling. It keeps your engine running at the right temperature mile after mile. Don't ignore the signs, act fast. Early action can save you from expensive repairs and roadside breakdowns. It's a challenging DIY, but doable with patience, the right tools, and a good repair manual. Take your time and follow each step carefully. Save your engine, fix the pump before it's too late, and enjoy peace of mind on every drive. That's it, the 5 most common causes of engine overheating. If your engine overheats, turn off the AC, blast the heater, and pull over safely. Never open the radiator cap when hot. Early action can save you thousands in repairs. Preventative maintenance keeps your car running cool. If this helped, like, share, and subscribe to Fixpro Garage for more DIY tips. Fixing your own car saves money and feels great. Thanks for watching. See you next time.